So our crew's trying to get off the dock here, and Cap sends her up to try and grab the lines. Tight squeeze though, there's a boat right behind them, so they're going to need a good kickoff on the stern to try and get around this boat. So Cap's got her kind of stepping underneath the line, so it seems like there's a little bit of confusion. She's getting on the boat with no push-off, so Cap's looking behind him, about to go into... What are you guys doing? Somebody needed to really kick that stern off hard, and then you could have easily pulled around, but instead we're going to play games, and we're going to wind up running into the boat behind us. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. This is like the more difficult way of doing this. I don't understand necessarily why they chose this path. It works. I mean, they're out. Unfortunately, the pontoon that was behind them is like... I don't believe it's a rental pontoon itself. I believe it's one of the pontoons that belongs to the jet ski rental companies, which means it's already beat the snot anyway because it spends its life getting beat up out there in the bay. But this crew, especially with the wrap on this boat, the last thing I'd want to do with a boat being wrapped like this is start running across some pontoons. It's an easy way to go ahead and scratch this wrap up, but much easier time had they just kicked that stern out hard. And then Cap would have just been able to back out. But they're on their way out. And I don't want to say disaster avoided because it wasn't going to be a disaster anyway. It was a slow speed maneuver. But I don't know what the other side looked like, if it was all scraped up or not. And here comes our next boat in on approach. Coming in a little high. He's going to have to brake check this. There's a boat in front of him as well. As he's coming onto the... He's super close there. Brake checks it back out. But man, he was right on top of that vessel in front of him as he's trying to get this one brought over. But he's over there trying to get a line tied off right this second. So you can see he's grabbed the pole, pulling the boat over. It's always a little more difficult when you're by yourself, but you can see it's starting to slide off. I think he got a line on it though, I'm not 100% sure. Back into gear, sliding toward that boat in front of him again. I'm waiting for him to hit that. Gets it pulled back one more time. And it looks like he's on and should be good, but man, that was pretty close. He was coming in hot. So our crew here has actually been struggling for a few minutes. This is their third attempt to get on the dock now. Now this is something you don't see very often though. The old trophy with the force motors, especially twin forces, and they're both working. So that's an interesting combo and a setup. And he is struggling again. The wind has got him. He's kind of all over the place. And attempt number 3 is not going to get him on either. They're trying to back out again, but you can tell the boat's just not performing or doing exactly what he wants to do. I mean, he's even got those motors turned right now in reverse, and really was kind of just pulling straight back. We don't wind up in the trees going that way, my brother. So backing it out. What is he doing? A little hot as he moves forward on this one again. He's got to try and get it lined up the way he wants it. So trying to bring it back again. Pointing to the dock. She's trying to call the shot for him. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But he's getting it turned into the wind this time, and maybe that'll help. He's trying to go bow into the wind. And here we go, toward the coming in hot again. I don't know why there's so much power. Maybe it's the force motors. Maybe they're that torquey. I don't know. But again, kind of gonna miss. Not really having a good angle on this at all. So they're in between both careful, turning hard, but he's going to get that bow pulpit stuck up into the poles over here. Now they're almost sideways in between the two docks. And yeah, he's going to struggle here, trying to get this one around. And then we've got another crew working their way in that's looking to try and get onto the dock as well. So he's trying to get it turned around now. Gonna miss on the bow. Oh, they smacked it good. He's got to watch out. He's almost going to run into the blue boat as he's trying to turn around. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we just did that. And knows the camera got it. Oh, and you can kind of see the damage from here. We're going to have to zoom in on that in a few moments. So the blue boat's going to come in here now and sneak in and take their dock. I guess Cap here was like, yeah, bro, I'm not waiting on you anymore. You've had enough chances. And they will easily get on pretty quickly compared to our crew that has missed 4 times now. It's still, after the 4th miss, still has to get onto a dock. I mean, they're not done yet. So, up. Please don't get too close to us over here. For those who don't know, down here at 79th, we are actually in the water. Because there's no real good spot for us to set up on land on this side. And so what we get happening a lot of times is some of these boats that struggle wind up coming into us. We wind up having to push them off the camera. And these guys aren't quite that close yet. To give you an example of how far out they are, I believe they're about to go into the trees. Man, if you look right there on that stern quarter, on the port side, you can see the damage that they hit and where they hit the dock. And as we just mentioned, yes, they are going into the trees indeed. So Cap's trying to reassess this situation and determine exactly where he's going to try and put this one now. That the dock he was going to go on was snaked by the other boat that came in after him. But I don't blame him. Again, seeing Cap struggle 4 or 5 times, I mean, how many times, let me know in the comments, would you let somebody attempt to dock before you just said, forget it, I'm just getting on the dock? And here you can see the damage. But it's got to be hard, especially if you watch somebody do it 4 times and just continue to wait, and they're not getting anywhere. Eventually, you're going to get frustrated from sitting there waiting on them and all the attempts they make to try and get it on. So after backing out, Captain's going to give it another shot. And this time he's slow rolling it in. So just creeping, definitely trying to take that golden rule into account this time. And he's not going to approach the dock or anything any faster than he's willing to hit it after coming in a little too hot the last time. So he's going ahead, starting to make his turn in. And will attempt number 5 be the one that gets him on the dock. So starting to slide it around. And we're going to get a little bounce action probably. Actually, it's not too bad. He winds up tucking it right in on the opposite dock of where the blue boat that took the original dock he was trying to grab winds up coming. So our crew winds up getting it buttoned up, but I don't think they're going to be too happy once they realize the damage that was caused. We got another boat coming in behind them. I mean, he's going to be close. They got damage on the port side. My man might hit him on the starboard side as they're sitting there. This one's going to be a close call. At least he's moving slow. So his wife on the boat's kind of looking like, bro, what are you doing? You're awfully close to the boat behind us. She started to move the mat in case she needed to go back there and push off. Oh, Cap accidentally just bumped the throttle there, so it's going forward now. She goes to step up to try and make sure they don't wind up hitting the dock. Winds up pushing off. Cap leaves the helm and is trying to get her lines. So pushes off again, hands her the second line. And just throw something into the water. What in the world was that? I have no clue. They just grabbed some trash out of the bow of the boat. And after after he tossed her the lines, he tossed that into the water. What in the world is going on here? So she's trying to kick it around as he brings it up. But man, that is some BS right there. Tossing junk in the water, there's just no need for it. I don't care how frustrated you get as you come in trying to dock, because I feel like that was a frustration throw there. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments, guys. But they're able to get alongside the dock, and they should be good to go. And speaking of good to go, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats versus Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.